What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I'm here to bring you my takeaways and analysis video for this week's game versus Iowa. And first, let me say this game was really ugly. I mean, it was probably one of the hardest games for me to watch. I think that out of me watching that game, I ended up getting a black eye just watching that game. I don't mean literally, but it just seemed like it. A lot of things to take away from this game. But before I get started with that, just leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you felt about the game. You feel like Michigan is finally turning it around. You think that they'll be able to right the ship and win out, or do you think that they're still in trouble and they're going to lose a few games going down for the rest of the season? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. But this game was, like I said, it was a pretty ugly game overall. One thing I will, as a takeaway, I will say is that the defense really stepped up this game. This is definitely their best game that they played this season. Played with a lot of heart, a lot of spirit. They just seemed to show up this game, and there was a lot of push. For the first time this season, the defensive line didn't just stand there or didn't get pushed back like 3 or 4 yards every single play. This is the first time this season, and no, I'm not including Rutgers, that doesn't count. The first time this season that the defensive line actually had some pushback against the offensive line. And you can see the difference. When our defensive line actually plays and they come to play and they actually push back, it just changes the whole dynamic of their defense. It just goes without saying that the line play, while seeming boring when you just look at it, because it's not anything flashy like a cornerback or anything like that, or a linebacker or anything like that, but line play makes a difference, and it was the difference in this whole entire game. They were able to get pressure, get 8 sacks this game. They forced Nate Stanley into 3 interceptions. He hadn't thrown a pick all year. All of a sudden now you throw 3 picks. So the defense played phenomenal. Somehow or another, I don't know how they're going to do it, but somehow they have to have Cameron Grown play for the rest of the season. They got to have him out there on snaps. I don't know how they do it. When Ross comes back, somehow or another, they have to have Cameron Grown out there. I mean, he was all over the place, flying to the football. He seemed like he was being shot out of a cannon when he was blitzing. It reminded me of Devin Bush when he first started out as, when he became a starter. It reminded me so much of him when he first started out. Just the way he would just time his blitz perfect, so that he was just full speed ahead when he was, rushing towards the quarterback. So definitely have to find a way to get him more snaps, and definitely have to find a way to get Dax Hill more snaps as well. Because he made some plays. He was key in that interception, the 3rd pick, and then at the end of the game, he made a game-saving tackle. But overall, I mean, he's been making plays here and there in the secondary, wherever they line him up. Somehow or another, they got to get those 2 guys out there, because to me, it just makes their defensive play just better. It makes them faster. It makes them more athletic. And when they get into the tougher part of the schedule, they're going to need their defense to play the way that they played this game. Like I said, definitely the best I've seen them play all season. It reminded me of how their defense has looked in the past, how dominant it was. But for everything that was great on defense, their offense once again was a train wreck. I saw some real bad plays, some questionable play calls, and I still don't understand for the life of me why they do not take more shots down the field. I've been harping on this for like the last 2-3 years. And it's funny, Joel Klatt was making the same comment while calling the game. He was like, they need to stretch the field. They need to take more shots down the field. These safeties are just sitting there because they have no reason to run down the field. All they have to do is just sit in the middle of the field, play these intermediate routes, and that's it. They don't have to worry about going deep or getting beat over the top because Michigan's not going to do it. The one time they tried it, it worked out for a 51-yard pass play. So my thing is why not try it again? You got these big receivers. You got, to me, in my opinion anyways, one of the best wide receiver cores in the whole entire country. But you never utilize them. You don't take chances down the field for whatever reason. Why not take a shot down the field at least once a quarter with Nico Collins? You see what happens when you do. Why not have a play where you take a shot down the field with Tariq Black or Donovan Peoples-Jones? These guys are beasts. I don't understand what this scared play calling is where you just stick within 10 to 15 yards and you don't take shots down the field. Don't understand it. It was nice to see them at least somewhat try to RPO this game, and when they did do it with Shea Patterson, they were successful with it. He had a couple of nice runs. There was never any negative plays when he did it, and if they did it more often, it would show up the running game because now, like I said in previous videos, the defense would not crash down knowing that, they're just going to run the ball. Now they're like, maybe he might not run the ball straight ahead. Maybe he might actually hold it and then take off and, take off to the side. And they did it a couple of times and had some real nice run plays. So why not try it more? Overall, this team on offense, they're just lost. I don't know what it is. They're still struggling to make plays. I'm not going to say that, obviously Iowa's a very good team on defense. So I'm not going to take anything away from them from that. They're a good defensive team, but Michigan, they got to play better than that. If you think that for 1 second you're going to win the Big Ten and only put up 10 points, it's not going to happen. And that's why I'm scared about not this next game against Illinois. I'm scared about this game against Penn State on the road. I don't know how they're going to do. When they got the blue uniforms on, I got all the confidence in the world that they'll win the game. But when they go to those road white unis, it's like a completely different team. It's like they forget how to play defense. They play way more undisciplined. And if they can only put up 10 points at home, Lord only knows what they're going to do on the road against Penn State. So I'm scared of that. Overall, like I said, the defense gets an A for me, A+. Only held them to 3 points. 8 sacks, 3 picks. Forced a fumble. Held them to 1 rushing yard. I mean, overall, that's, like I said, the best they've played on defense all year. Offense, D- maybe. I think they only had 2 drives that looked halfway decent. They had the second drive where they had the second drive when where they scored the touchdown, and then they had that drive where they missed the field goal. Other than that, they pretty much did nothing the whole game. Special teams, I mean, I don't know how I grade them. I mean, they missed 2 field goals. One, it was like for 58 yards, so I'm not going to hold that against them. But they missed a chip shot where it's like it was going in, it missed, it was missing, looked like it was going in. It was going in, missing, then looked like it was going in, and then curved back and went behind the pole. So I don't know how he missed that. It was, a pretty relatively easy field goal by normal standards, but missed it. Punting wise, I mean, the average was good, but he had a couple that he put into the end zone where he's been good at pinning people deep. So overall, I mean, they played well. The offense is still a problem. The defense looks like it's improving. But like I said, unless we improve on offense and we just find ways to get more scoring opportunities, take more shots on the field, we're in trouble. I don't know how we're going to do it against Penn State, and God, I don't know how we're going to do against Ohio. So, anyways, I'm happy that we got the win. I can complain all I want about how well we played and how poorly we played on offense and how well we played on defense, but at the end of the game, I'd rather us be 4-1 than be 4-2. So I'm happy that we got the victory. It's just one game at a time at this point in time, and we'll just see what happens. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. It definitely helps my channel, helps get my video out there, and gets people to know more about myself, my channel, and about Michigan football. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you felt about the game. Were you happy with the result? Do you feel that we could have played better? Let me know how you feel, and share this video as many people as possible. Help to get the video shared around and get more people to see it. And if you like my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.